BGSU. Specifically the folks at BGSU who are in charge of the parking situation. I know, I've already done my fair share of ranting about the parking situation at BGSU, but indulge me for a little while longer, won't you? Because evidently you have now been asked to give your 2 cents worth on the parking situation at BGSU. And gosh darn it if you don't have just a firm grasp on the problem. So just for your convenience, let me review the parking situation once again. You've got several building projects going on, one of which is a new dorm. This new dorm is built over what used to be Lot 7, which was a fairly large commuter parking lot. To compensate for the loss of this parking lot, you have extended Lot 5 to about half again the size of what it was. Which doesn't quite make up for the missing commuter spaces, especially since you converted one of the other commuter parking lots into a residential and faculty lot, but we'll let that go. You handed out this year more commuter parking passes than there were commuter parking spots. As a result, the commuters, once again, don't have enough places to park on campus. And trying to park during the busiest part of the day becomes a veritable zoo. But I have to admit that I admire the calm and collected way that you address this issue, BGSU. Because when asked about the parking situation, your response was, "We're looking into it." I feel better already. You went further to imply that the complaints about the parking situation at BGSU were nothing more than a resistance to change. And that's just it, isn't it, BGSU? The fact that we have to drive around for several minutes trying to find a parking spot that doesn't exist, the fact that we're growing more and more frustrated as we drive around in the confined parking areas that we have, further leading to the possibility of having an accident, the fact that we're often forced to park illegally and therefore also forced to fork over $25 or $50 to the university, which isn't such a big deal. I mean, it's not like we're already paying thousands and thousands of dollars to you guys just to attend the university. Or the fact that we were already forced to fork over $100 for the parking permit that is pretty much useless most of the time. No, it has nothing to do with any of that. It's all because we're resistant to change. I also like how you completely ignored the fact that this parking problem is not a new problem. That parking has always sucked at BGSU, particularly for commuters. Because for some reason, despite the fact that there are probably more commuters at BGSU than any other student, and despite the fact that the on-campus residents have huge parking lots and the faculty can pretty much park wherever they want, despite all that, we're the ones who continually get shafted. But our disgruntlement has nothing to do with that at all, does it, BGSU? Not according to you guys. Although, you'll forgive me if I don't quite take seriously the opinion of people who have their own personal assigned parking spot. Maybe if you were forced to drive around for several minutes looking for a parking place that doesn't exist, and then were subsequently forced to fork over $25 to $50 for a parking ticket, you might see things a little bit differently. But I guess that's why you're the administration and we're just the lowly students. So BGSU, I can't tell you how much better I feel that you are looking into the problem that has existed pretty much since parking began on this campus. And if you do finally fix the parking problem on BGSU, I promise I will not be resistant to that change. Now excuse me while I drive around for 15 minutes trying to find a parking place that doesn't exist and then end up forking over $25 to $50 for an illegal parking ticket. Love always from one of those kooky commuter parkers who just likes to complain. Bye.